Hello everyone tonight. I will tell you the complete tale of the cursed creature known only in whispers, the Churail Who Collects Faces. And this is not a simple village bedtime story, but a living nightmare passed down through generations. So sit tight, turn off your lights, and prepare to dive into darkness. Because what I am about to reveal is 5,000 words of pure dread, a single unbroken river of terror flowing straight from the forgotten places of the earth into your ears. A story of a woman who once lived in a small, dusty village surrounded by barren fields, where the nights were darker than the devil, as thoughts and the winds carried voices no one wished to hear. Her name lost to time, but her tale remembered because of the sins committed against her. A young bride accused of infidelity by a cruel husband and punished in ways that broke her spirit. Her face once radiant, now torn with scars of hatred. Her voice silenced with stones, and finally her body buried alive beneath a cursed banyan tree. Yet death did not free her. It chained her soul in vengeance, transforming her into the Churail with feet turned backward. Hair long and endless like a shroud of shadows, nails sharp enough to slice through bone and eyes glowing like dying embers. But unlike other spirits, she did not hunger for flesh or blood. She hungered for faces, for the identities of the living, so that she might wear them like masks and mock the world that betrayed her. Villagers whispered that her first victim was the very man who condemned her, who returned home one night only to find his wife waiting by the hearth. Smiling sweetly, serving him food, speaking with the same gentle tone, but when he looked closer, he saw her eyes were not his wife's. They were hollow pits filled with screaming souls, and before he could scream, his skin melted off his face, his features ripped away and plastered onto hers, and his faceless body was discovered the next morning slumped by the banyan tree, mouth stretched wide, but empty of lips, eyes nothing but smooth skin, and from then on every night brought new horror. Shepherds found faceless corpses in the fields, children vanished only for their laughter to echo in the wind, and travelers swore they met loved ones on lonely paths only to realize too late that those loved ones had died long ago. The Churail's power grew with every face stolen, each mask she wore more convincing than the last, until no one could trust anyone in the village, because sometimes your mother returned from the well, but her hands shook too much. Sometimes your sister came back from the market, but her feet left no footprints. Sometimes your husband came home late at night, but his smile did not reach his eyes. Suspicion poisoned every family, every friendship, because the Churail could be anyone, anywhere, and her victims never knew until it was too late. There are endless accounts of those who tried to outwit her. One hunter carved charms into his skin to protect himself. Another carried a mirror to catch her reflection. A third sewed his lips shut so he would never answer her dreaded question, "Do you remember me?" But none survived, for the hunter's charms burned into his flesh until he bled out. The mirror shattered, revealing not one face, but hundreds writhing behind her skin, and the man with sewn lips was found with his stitches ripped out, his tongue missing, his jaw broken wide open. Centuries passed, but the Churail did not fade. She adapted, moving from dusty trails into cities, from banyan trees into abandoned buildings, and later into screens and reflections, so that now her legend breathes inside glass and electricity, whispers inside phone calls at midnight, blurs across CCTV cameras, glitches in video calls where for a moment your face is replaced with another's. A grotesque hint that she is already trying on your features. Many who study folklore argue that her curse spreads like an infection, feeding on fear, growing stronger every time her story is told. Because every word, every image, every remembrance is like opening the door wider for her to pass through. And tonight, as you listen, perhaps she has already entered your space, standing behind you, her hair brushing your shoulder, waiting for you to glance at the corner of your screen where a reflection might not match your own, waiting for you to speak so she can steal your voice, waiting for you to answer her dreaded question, "Do you remember me?" And if you answer yes, your fate is sealed, for she will peel away your face, wear it proudly, and leave you faceless, voiceless, erased from memory. Just another mask in her endless collection, another scream inside her hollow body. And tomorrow, when your family looks at the person sitting at your dinner table, smiling, talking, laughing, they will not realize that it is not you, it is her, the Churail who collects faces, wearing your life like a disguise until she hungers again, until she chooses her next victim. And maybe, just maybe, that victim is already chosen. It could be you, tonight, right now, listening to this very story. Thank you for watching Shdows Secrit. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying stories from the shadows.